It's time for the NFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Philadelphia. It's the Panthers and the Eagles, and it's coming up next.
For the chance to head to Arizona in 2 weeks' time for Super Bowl 57. We are underway now in the NFC Championship. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. Now they're led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2018, Baker Mayfield.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Baker going to throw this right away. And escapes the sack. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Up the gun, McCaffrey. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage, Mayfield. He's got it. So give him 2 yards.
A short game that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. This is up and good from Pinheiro. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. From the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 straight runs of 5 yards. 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Another run with Sanders. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Hurts sets up to throw it. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. They go back to the ground with Sanders, and he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Here's Hurts to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get it, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Here's Watkins from 6 yards away. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in this NFC Championship game. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
And he'll get into the end zone to make it a 5-point game. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals. That's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. McCaffrey running up the middle to about the 40-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Boston Scott deep for Philadelphia. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 50 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Another run here with Sanders. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get him done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Christian McCaffrey, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Panthers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 2. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. This offense returns to the field, and the former Penn State star Miles Sanders, we're going to look at him. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. They'll fake the give to Sanders. Now Hurts. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Good defensive call right there, because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
One of the toughest things about playing quarterback is staying in the pocket, all that going on around you, and not letting your eyes go down to where the pass rush is. Instead, keeping them downfield. And that time he did, and found his tight end for a first down.
They find some open field here. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
That's interference. Defense.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver, fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Hurts will throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the two-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And some space here. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game from the 6. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
65 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Shifts past him at the 45. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Sanders. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll look to throw here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Let's go now.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Following the interception, Mayfield. That's complete out right to the tight end, Tremble. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some
Touchdown, Carolina! DJ Moore, 37 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead here this third quarter. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Jeremy Chin puts it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Second straight drive now here, Charles. An interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mayfield. He's got the connection to Moore. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey.
Holding. Offense.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you could have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
McCaffrey following the penalty. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He was brought down by Patrick Johnson. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mayfield. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And he'll be taken down about the 22-yard line. 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Mayfield now. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed into the 25. He'll end up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
And out now come the Eagles. And what a pressure spot for both sides, really. But they're at home now. They have the football here in the playoffs, sort of controlling their own destiny.
It's a spot they've all dreamed of. This is where you want to be. Home, have the ball, a chance to win the game, control your own destiny, as you noted. But here's the thing. Don't let the crowd get too involved if you're this team. You've got to make sure you let them carry you, but not cause you to do things out of what you're supposed to do, right? Take you away from focusing and concentrating on the game.
Because sometimes you get so amped from the crowd that can carry you into spots you don't want to be. Is that what you're saying?
From experience, sometimes that crowd gets so involved in it and you get involved with them that you end up making plays or trying to do things that maybe you shouldn't have done. Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
On 2nd down at 4, Hurts. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted.
Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Holding. Defense.
So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Mayfield. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
Hurts and the Eagles now down by 9. A little under a minute to go. Their Super Bowl hopes hanging by a thread as they come up on 1st down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Hurts trying to hurry up the offense. After the sack on 1st down, Hurts. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jeremy Chin